You there.
Can you believe how long I've been looking for you?
To do something worthwhile.
Like watching this video.
Shh. Get over here. Keep it down. You see those rabid dogs up ahead? Raiders. They swept into my camp this morning, slaughtered us nearly to a man. They'll kill you too if they see you. I can't stay here forever. There must be a way through them. An interesting proposal. Let's see if your bite is as fierce as your bark. Those raiders are still out there. You're getting cold feet? Typical. It's nothing scandalous, I assure you. But those dung piles up ahead, they're murderers. Get them out of our way and we'll talk.
You're not gonna leave here alive! Burn it!
That worked out much better than I thought it would. I think formal introductions are in order. My name is Thoraya. Pleased to meet you. Well, you just helped me avoid a vicious stabbing. We were a group of 20 this morning. No longer. I'll bet my dog of a husband set up this ambush. That's ex-husband, actually. Bastard probably knew I was coming. We were developing competing studies on the Dwemer, and I found the location of this ruin, Volenfell, before he did. Poisoned me, stole my journals and notes, left me for dead. So I came after him with a small army. Who knew he'd have one too? Oh, it's happened before. An unrelated incident. Luckily I had a supply of water and salt nearby. Lost a lot of fluid, but I lost the poison too. Only thing I can do is try to get my research back from him. This place houses the Guardian's Eye, an artifact I've hunted for months. Will you help me? It'll be worth your while. My husband, Quintus Verus, is around here somewhere. He's got every scrap of research I've done on these ruins and the Guardian's Eye. I need my materials back. It's an ancient Dwemer artifact of immense power. Is what it? Look, someone out there will pay a small fortune for it. You have no idea how difficult it was to catch word of the Eye. The Mages Guild, Tamriel's leading archaeologists. They'll all kill to get it, like my dear husband tried to do.
Heal me! Many eyes! Light it up!
We'll bury you in the sand.
Set it ablaze! Light it up! Aid me!
Done. What's next?
I need healing.
You got past my men. Did Thuraya put you up to this? She's still out there, isn't she? Kill these fools! Pathetic. I'll have to do this myself. You're tougher than I thought. But let's see how you handle this. Here it is. Cower before the rod of Kravari. I hate. There's so much fire. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Awaken, my darling. I need you to wake and smash this rabble to pieces.
Poor Quintus. Always a little clumsy in his research, in murdering people, in relationships. You'll have to excuse me if I don't shed a tear for my dearly departed husband. Our relationship wasn't always like this. That first night was wonderfully raucous. Of course, it only took a week for him to try to kill me. Let's see, that was last week. I wanted to see his research, and we know he needed mine. It felt like it took an eternity to get it. Too bad I knew more than he did. But enough about me. I'm sure you'll find the Guardian's Eye much more interesting. Fantastic. A hall referenced as the Guardian's Helm should be your first stop, accessible through a side passage nearby. My texts hint that you'll find a mechanism within, probably a lever, that will open the way for us to move deeper. We have a ways to go, I'm afraid. You'll face Dwemer mechanics within. Traps, automatons. Mind your surroundings. Go on ahead. We're going to see if we can muscle through this door here while you search for an easier way to get it open. My notes say that you'll find a mechanism in the Guardian's helm that will help. I think our time will be better spent attempting to force the entrance open. We'll work faster that way, you see? Come now. That's not fair. We're working off of my research after all, and you're better at danger than I am. We'll be waiting. I mean, working, here, to get the door open.
Keep one of them alive. Maybe they burn it. Healer! Set it ablaze!
You did it! Our way is clear! Let me review my notes. Ah, yes. My research says that we need to bypass the Guardian's skull. It too should have an unlocking lever that will allow us to pass deeper into these ruins. Almost definitely. The transition from the Guardian's helm to Guardian's skull implies vulnerability, I think. We must be getting closer to the eye. Let me see. There are several mentions of air. Hot air? Steam? It's a direct translation, so we could be talking about steam exhaust, volcanic steam, bath steam. Just be careful. My crew and I are collecting Dwemer samples to, sell them. You should explore. Now that I've seen this place, I'd guess the Dwemer were not kindly creatures. Only a sadistic culture would build the constructs and traps we've encountered. I do a little bit of everything. I enjoy new experiences. Last week's was marriage. This week's was divorced and Dwemer ruins. Both will hopefully lead to considerable fortune. Quiet. That thing might hear. We can speak after it's gone. I came here for the gold, but I can't stand here and not bask a little in the history. I've often wondered if the Dwemer ever expected they wouldn't be here today. If my research is correct, then you've unlocked the door to the Eye itself. According to my notes, the Eye is located in a chamber called the Guardian's Orbit. Sounds somewhat grisly. It's probably the structure up ahead. Probably the most powerful constructs yet remain in this ruin. The Dwemer are so very fond of leaving their treasure with their traps and automatons. Be ready for anything. I can't believe the Guardian's Eye is nearly in our grasp. I don't know what you're planning to do with your share, but I'm buying a gold-plated carriage. In a chamber called the Guardian's Orbit. My notes don't relate an exact location, but there can't be many unexplored structures remaining. My crew and I have got our hands full, so you'll have to do some exploring on your own. Stop! The eye may be fragile. Please, let me examine it. Now let's see if I can dislodge this. Something's happening. This doesn't seem right. That was unpleasant. Do you hear that? Like a scratching sound. Oh no. We have to get out of here.
Get out of here! Follow Thuraya! I'll cover your escape!
The eye was within my grasp. Months of planning wiped out in seconds. How could this happen? I had it in my hands, and it vanished in that blinding light. Blasted Dwemer magic. Then those undead came, crawling from the ground. Perhaps the eye woke them. Sep's tongue. Something awful has befallen this place. We need to get clear. I can't believe the eye is gone. And I have a bad feeling about those undead. I'm going to get some help. Warn the region. Who knows how many of them are in there? After what I just saw, I'm not sure of anything. I or no. Unearthing the undead is always an ill omen. And as much as I want to walk away, I don't think this mess is going to clean itself up.